How are you, man? How are you doing, you man? You good? You too, and you too, man. Have a good weekend. Because I'm better than him at every single aspect. I'm both different. I'm the champion for a reason.
In a scathing press announcement, Dricus Du Plessis is likewise not holding back. By alternating personal punches with discussion of fights, the UFC champion kept the tension high with Khamzat Chimaev. Later, Du Plessis shook hands with Khamzat Chimaev at Chicago's Fighter Hotel. However, fans on the internet noticed the size difference right away, with several pointing out how much bigger Khamzat appeared next to. DUS.
How are you, man? How are you doing, you man? You good? You too, and you too, man. Have a good weekend. See you on fight now, man. Gonna be a good one. Let's do it.
Khamzat. Shim is not, in reality, larger than him. Dricus Du Plessis said in reaction to the size controversy, dismissing the debate. He made it clear that he doesn't care about Khamzat's physical attributes, saying that they don't actually have a size edge in their fight.
Maybe the angle, I haven't seen the video, but I can promise you, you'll see. You'll see. I mean, I stood in front of him. He's definitely not taller than me. Maybe a little, maybe like a half an inch, but I don't know. But yeah, you'll see. Well, I mean, and the other thing, I don't give a shit how big he is. It's not what wins fights, but yeah, I saw him. He's not fit.
The MMA specialist also disputed claims that the film showed Khamzat's wider frame, asserting that simple perspective and angles created the illusion. Guru reprimanded those who asserted that humans usually understand basic concepts, like perspective and angles from a young age.
I mocked Dricus, okay? I was maybe a mini step in front of him in terms of how closer I was to the camera than he was. Maybe half a step in front of him. Chimaev was like 4 or 5 feet closer to the camera. Dricus is in the far background. And everyone's like, Chimaev's a fucking heavyweight. Chimaev's so much bigger than Dricus Du Plessis. We learned about perspective when we were 5 years old. And MMA Twitter right now, I can't find the same reaction to Chimaev and Du Plessis.
Dricus Du Plessis said that he was pleased to find Dre healthy and ready for battle, and that Khamzat had just shown respect when they first met. But when the octagon door closes, Dricus makes it plain that he plans to go into combat and put an end to Khamzat.
He's like 5 feet closer to the camera than Dricus Du Plessis. Reaches out, they grab each other's hands. Du Plessis does a bit of a range checker on him. Du Plessis far in the background, and everyone's like, dude, they're going to be an inch different. They're an inch different in height. Chimaev is going to be about an inch and a half taller. Not quite as big as me, but a little bit shorter. I don't think the height difference is going to be that noticeable. I really don't. You know, I've seen him next to Whitaker. I mean, he's a big dude, and Chimaev is huge for the division, but his torso isn't that big. His frame is, his shoulders are. He's got a very narrow chest and torso. You know, he's not bulbous in his muscle group.
Du Plessis added that Khamzat Chimaev will not be able to control him since he is the superior athlete and all-around fighter in every facet of mixed martial arts competition.
You know, the way he's been doing things, but just on resume, my resume kicks his ass. It's not even a question, but you know, it's Khamzat. He's a big name and he has a massive following. And I saw him. I mean, there was nothing but respect. I mean, he said to me that he's happy that I'm healthy and ready to go. And I said to him, right back at you. I mean, you know, it doesn't always have to be that hostile, but when the cage door closes.
Analysts also saw that Dricus Du Plessis was subtly testing his reach by resting his palm on Khamzat Chimaev. This maneuver is a lot like the way Tom Aspinall regularly evaluates opponents prior to a professional bout.
I'm both different. I'm the champion for a reason. And
Dricus Du Plessis pictured himself coming out of the cage with his golden title still intact as they got closer to the octagon. There will only be one winner, he claimed, because both compete for the same title, and he's sure he'll take it home. He continued by saying that he doesn't care how the supporters feel about Khamzat, because there will always be opponents. Khamzat is currently the sole obstacle DDP must overcome to keep rising to popularity.
Yeah, you too, and you too, man. Have a good weekend, man. See you.
5:24 meanwhile. Tom Aspinall said the fate of the battle could be decided by the first wrestling exchange. Deuce is able to thwart Khamzat's opening move. The momentum could be completely altered. The key question, Aspinall said, is whether Deuce can consistently block those strikes over several rounds. And, if that happens, how Khamzat reacts after running into such resistance.
I visualize this fight with me winning the belt back. You know, when we walk out there, the belt is given. There's not a champion. When we walk in there, both of us are fighting for that title. And I know I'm going home with that belt. No, as far as he goes, I mean, I don't care what the fans see. Every time I defend that title, there's going to be a next best guy. And that's how I see him. He's the next step. He's the next guy on my way to becoming the greatest, and that's all he is. So I know it's going to be an electrifying fight. Whether it goes 5 rounds or the first round, it will be what people expect. Yeah, I mean, I got the best striking. I got the best boxer in Strickland. Now it's just the other side of the spectrum. You know, everybody sees this is the best wrestler.
Let's see. Michael Venom Page has admitted that he finds it hard to understand how Deuce Plessis has achieved so much because of his awkward fighting technique, which shouldn't function on paper. He compared Dricus tempo to a novice delivering the best blows, saying it made his technique look sloppy.
It comes down to that first grappling exchange. A lot of it comes down to that. If Dricus can defend that sequence that he does, which is like a low double to back take, there's so many guys who can't defend that, or if they have defended it once, he gets that body lock and starts to get the hook in. Guys just can't seem to escape that. So to me, it all comes down to, can Dricus do that repeatedly for a number of rounds? And if he can, how does Khamzat?
Page said that nobody had predicted Deuce's eventual rise to the World Championship at first, but MVP highlighted that DDP somehow keeps going till he pushes his way to victory.
I just don't get why Du Plessis has achieved so much, because and again I say it sounds like I keep saying it. I keep saying it, and I feel ultra disrespectful, and I don't mean to be. I'm just trying to be honest with how my feelings on when I watch him. He seems like, and I used an example earlier on, which I feel is fitting, and as you as a fighter will understand. Sometimes you can spar some, like new guys in the gym, just like they don't have the experience, but they hit you because they do some crazy stuff. They can wing their hands and just do random stuff, and it lands because it's not a conventional